Okay, we're gonna start with strips. So let's see how this is gonna go. Alright, the band is gonna start off at 872, and for 76, that's my regular heights. I make start off by my band is bigger, and then I downsize them. Add another layer. Go to flood fill. Change the color. Turn your raster layer number 1 to black. Next layer. Go to your selection tool. I prefer rectangular selection. Pick your picture. This picture is like 69% background, so you have to be really, really careful with how you pick it. Let's see. I'm everything about right here. Select the size, quantity that you want. Left click, copy, minimize. This is a really simple way to do it. Make sure you are raster selection 2 is selected. Right click, paste, paste the selection. And you're going to put your selection in the middle. Select them. And let me just check my back right quick. It was a little bit wider in this one, but it'll still be the same effect. While you're on raster selection 2, go to adjust, one step photo fix, adjust, one step noise removal, adjust, skin smoothener. Depending on how your picture looks, should suggest how much of the smoothing that you should use. So for me, it'll be about 50. Okay. Depending on how you want this to look, it's luminescent. Adjust, one step noise removal, and here is where you go to effects, 3D effects, drop shadow, to my knowledge you will choose white. Once again, if you didn't see what I did, I double click, chose a color, and pressed OK. Go to blur. Make sure your attributes, your opacity is at 100, and your blur is quite visible along the edges on both sides. It's going to give you a sub layer Raster 2 shadow. Go back to your first and do the same thing again. Effects. 3D. Drop shadow. This time you're going to blur all the way out. Go back to the layer. You can do this however many times you want to create that glow effect in the back. Go to new raster layer. Pick out your picture. Do the same thing. Let's see. Right on the outside of his ears. Go to selection tool. Go back to your pan tool. Left click and copy. Make sure your raster 3 is selected. Left click. Paste. Paste the selection. And make sure whenever you place in the picture that you actually cover a little bit of the fade and shadow effect, but not all. If you put it too close together, you're going to lose the effect and it won't look as polished as it could. So just go back, not too far, about right here. While selected, go to image. You don't have to do this, I'm a bit lazy. Mirror. Wait, hold on. Okay. Select none. Then go back to selection. It's still okay. After I selected the picture, I went to image, mirror, and when it mirrors it, it's going to automatically give you another copy. On the image that you see on the outskirts of this particular picture, all the rollers, make sure that each space is just about the same on each side, with the exception of this picture should definitely be on another layer. So go to new raster layer, put raster layer number 4 under your floating selection and select none. On raster layer number 3, do the same effect as you did on raster layer number 2, which of course is luminescent. Adjust. One step photo fix. Okay. One step noise removal. Skin smoothing. And with his, I want just it to be a little bit smoother. So I'll probably have his picture at maybe 75%. One step photo removal again. If you want that glossy type look, you don't necessarily have to have it. Do the same for raster number 4. Luminescent. Adjust. One step photo fix. up noise removal, skin smoothing. You go back and you do the same thing that you did to roster number 2. Edit effects, drop shadow, 14.49 selections, go back to roster nail number 3, effects, drop shadow, okay, and you can pretty much just use any amount of shadow that you want, which is 50 for mine, and do the same thing for 4, effects, 3D, drop shadow. Your first one won't be 50. Your first drop shadow should be around 17 to 18.4, 15, anything to create that really straight edge line. And you do it again, and you bring it out. Obviously, the now got it out very easy. Not necessarily sure if you want me to show you exactly how to do some of these things, but for the most part, you're done with your stripes. You can use any color. You don't have to use white. You can use like a light gray since you're on a background, and it'll probably really give that edginess to that particular stripe. Or you can buttonize it. Just depends on your style and how you want it. It's not that hard. I do it a really easy way. So hopefully it helped a little bit.